Hey Aquarius, welcome to your mid-February reading. Hope you're doing well. If this reading resonates, like, share, subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, reach out to me on the link down below. Alright, let's see. Aquarius. Mid Feb. Aquarius. The Lovers. That came out. Okay. All right, Aquarius. So we have the Lovers crossed by 10 of Wands. Interesting. This is a really, I mean, yeah, the Lovers, of course, could be regarding a romantic relationship. And I do think, I believe it is that. Just the fact that we have Two of Cups in the recent past. But, you know, it's also a choice. And it's one that's really bothering you. This is a person who you have really taken the time to know. You have really invested upon. You have really committed to this relationship. And but the thing is, there wasn't a, I think it's almost like feeling robbed of the time and effort that you have put towards that. Like you really didn't get your investment from it. Like, in fact, I think by the way, this is how you feel, okay? Like you just feel like you didn't really get what you deserved from this relationship. You know, one of those things where like it's a situation where you invested so much and you're trying really hard to salvage what you can so that you don't lose all your investment. I think it more than anything, it's the time that you put into all this that's really burdening you. Like you don't want to feel this way because you did so much. Maybe you did a lot for this person, and it feels like you didn't get what you were where you were expecting. What's crowning you? Knight of Wands. And it seems like you want to go back to the situation, honestly. But it's really burdening you, the fact that like you don't know whether you should or not. And I think the Aquarius reading, the February, the early part of February was that, you know, you wanted to do exactly that. I think that you are really forcing yourself not to. Your advice was to do it though, because I'm just trying to remember, either way you were going to do it anyways. So it's interesting that you are like really holding yourself back from doing that. How you view your self-judgment, right? I think that you want to bring this back from the dead. That's exactly what the card is. But it's more so also just like transforming this whole situation, just like giving it another chance, basically. But what happened here? Strength. You really, you're really holding yourself from actually coming back. Like you're trying so hard You're almost obsessing over it. But you're really trying your best to temper yourself and say, no, listen, no matter if you feel the way that you feel, you're not going to, it's a pride thing. Like, you don't want to beg anybody for anything. You know, you don't want to lose your pride. That's very important to you. Which is ironic because I think what the Leo is the polar opposite of Aquarius, and you're giving me very much so Leo vibes here. Which I think, you know, ultimately the opposite signs. It's not that we can't do that. I think that, you know, opposite signs really learn with one another. You know, their strong points are your weaknesses, and vice versa. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's actually a gift because we can learn a lot from that. And that's what life is, really, learning. How others see you. Eight of Pentacles. You're the type of person that really commits and invests into, whether it is work or, you know, relationships, people, your duty. Like, you're somebody who actually do that, who will commit, who will really put the work and effort into it. But the thing is, like, you just don't want to put the effort into something or someone that is not really worth your time. That's counterproductive. I think that you do want to keep things in a light way. Hopes and fears is the Princess of Wands. But again, it goes back to the whole putting your time and effort towards somebody who doesn't really deserve, right? I think that that's exactly what the problem is here. And although you don't want to have to worry about that, you know, you're not going to be reckless when it comes to getting yourself involved with anybody else, especially this person. That's the whole point. That's why you don't want to go back. It's because you're not going to invest into something that didn't go well in the past. Doesn't make sense. King of Swords. That's near future too. Which, I mean, honestly, that's your card. But it's more so, it's more so, how can I say this? It's like, it's not really losing your pride if you do away with a person, right? Whether you block them, etc. Let me clarify that. High Priestess. Interesting, because these are polar opposites here. I mean, High Priestess is very intuitive, and King of Swords is very logical. So you're taking action because you feel a really strong intuitive pull to say some things that you did not say before. Hold on a second. Come on. Come on, baby. Yeah, it's almost like, you know what? I'm going to come out on top and really end this in the way where I don't know. I feel like it's more so doing things in a way that it doesn't hurt your ego, but it's like hurting the other person. I hope you're not trying to do anything bad with the other person, but I mean, it doesn't have to be that. It's just like cutting the person off completely. Well, Yeah, I hope there's nothing serious there. Your advice, Eight of Swords clarified by Moon. You know, I feel like Eight of Swords is actually kind of positive here. Yeah, because it's more so like you really using the problem as a gift to help you surpass this tough situation in your life that you're going through now. Because I feel like it's you not being able to let somebody go, but really try hard to understand why and what needs to be done as a result, rather than do things in a way that is going to be out of anger. It's you allowing yourself to go through the pain of thinking about why you're feeling that way. It's almost like having to, like, just going to therapy or something, or like speaking with a therapist, like whether it's tarot or just like tarot, you know, any type of therapist, really, astrologer, a therapist, doesn't matter. But that is very much necessary for you to not have yourself be in this position again and again, with the inability of doing anything. Instead, it's you know, making lemonade with the lemons that you have. That's exactly what's going on. And allowing yourself to really understand why it's so difficult for you to let this go, and why, because your ego is playing a pretty big role here too. And to be honest, I understand, but why is it like that? Because like again, it's giving me very strong Leo vibes. So this is a fairly new sort of energy for you, at least in a way where like you're actually starting to realize that maybe it has always been there, but you never really looked at it that way. Now you're having an opportunity to really see that that's that, and that, you know, something that you once at one point really despised on other people, it's being reflected in your current situation here, and you're acting exactly like the people that you once despised or hated. Like you're becoming the very same thing that, you know, you rejected before. It's giving me revenge vibes, Aquarius, not gonna lie. But it's also helping you realize, whoa, why am I here now? And what do I need to do to fix this? So that's what I have, Aquarius. If this reading resonated, like, share, subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, the link is down below. Good luck, Aquarius.